What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I know that it's been a couple of months since I did an intro like this. Sometimes when you have multiple fighters that need to be at certain places or need to do certain types of training, you can't make it to every event. Thankfully, I work with another coach and we help each other out. There was times that we had kids fighting in amateur tournaments. We had a professional that needed sparring around the same time or in the same day, so we had to split up and go to different places. And I ended up going with the professional fighter to the sparring sessions, and he ended up taking the kids to the amateur tournament. So I couldn't make it to both at once. So that's sometimes unfortunate, but it's also a good thing, that you have help and you're able to maneuver around the training and prevent your fighters from either missing competition or missing a training session. So it's a great thing. But welcome back to the channel. This is gonna be another video of those. I have another kid that's competing in a show again. I actually coached him in the last video that I did when I had an amateurs fight. Or let me rephrase that, when my amateurs didn't fight and I stepped up for two fighters that needed coaching in the corner. So this kid that I'm going to be working with today, he actually his parents had reached out to me to help him, and he's officially training under me now. His coach, who I've known for a couple of years now, he ended up moving out of the location, or out of the area, I'm sorry, and he ended up relocating elsewhere. So his parents decided to reach out to me, and I'm thankful for that. And now he's under me, so I'm going to be taking him today to compete, and we're looking to get our second W. We're looking to get our second victory under our belt and come home with another belt. So that's going to go down today. I'm actually heading over to LA. It's going to be in the same gym, and the same gym is actually hosting the show again. Big shout out to Coronel. They do a lot for the community, keeping the kids off the street and providing championship belts to the winner. It only encourages and motivates them more to keep working hard and keep doing their thing, and keeps them off the streets and away from drugs and off trouble. So I got nothing but love for the Coronel gym, and the coaches out there. They do a great, tremendous job with these events. So take my hats off to them, and I hope they continue to do these, because it does a lot for the community. I'm gonna be heading out. It's fairly early. It's a little before 6 a.m. here, and I believe it's Pacific time out here in Southern Cali. So I'm gonna be heading out in a couple minutes here, and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, peace out. All right, y'all, I'm back. So as you can see, I never usually end these kind of videos like this. As you can see, I'm in a different area now, different background. I'm not on the road. I'm not at a boxing gym. I'm not at an amateur show. I actually got home a couple hours ago, so it's been a couple hours since I got back. And sometimes it's unfortunate when it comes to amateur shows. My fighter did not get matched. It was pretty, the possibilities of him getting matched they were very, 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 very little, due to not many boxers or not many fighters of his age, experience, weight, being there in the event. There was one kid that was there. We actually fought him the previous time, and it seems like he was the only one available. So we were hoping that we could at least get the rematch, so the kids can have a moment for themselves, and they could they can compete and showcase their skills. They both trained hard. They've sacrificed a lot in order for them to be able to get to this level at such a young age. So I was hoping that if we could at least fight the same guy back to back, just so the kids can leave happy and have that experience of competing and getting their hand raised and fighting for a belt or a trophy or whatever the case may be. Unfortunately, the coach was not willing to let the rematch go through. He wasn't okay, or he wasn't pleased with having his fighter step into the ring with my fighter for the second time in a row. So we were unable to get matched. So that's unfortunate. Like I said, we drove out there hoping that we would get matched, but that's sometimes the case with these non-pre-matched events. So if you're a young fighter that's looking to start your amateur career, or if you're a coach that you're starting to that your career as a coach is starting to take off, I'm gonna leave this out there. So when it comes to amateur shows that are non-pre-matched, I do want to let you know that it's not 100% sure that you're gonna get matched. So keep that in mind, that when it's non-pre-match, you basically show up, you weigh in, and you hope for the best, that there's someone of your weight, someone of your experience and your age to be able to fight against. So sometimes sometimes fighting in a pre-matched event, or signing up to fight in a pre-match event, could be for the best, simply because it's already secure that you are gonna be competing that day. So I'm gonna leave that out there for any young kid, or any young kid that's looking to start their amateur career, or any young coach or coach in general that's looking to start his career as a trainer. So I'm gonna leave that out there so you guys can be informed when it comes to amateur events. And since I'm here now, I'm gonna go ahead and add something to this video. So I'm gonna touch base on the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney situation, on Ryan Garcia being suspended for taking a vitamin. I don't recall the name of it, but it was some sort of steroid that was found in his body. And now he got suspended by the New York State Athletic Commission, and I believe there was other substances that he tested positive for. So I'm gonna touch base on that. Do I think that he tested positive? I believe he did. I believe he did test positive, and if he wouldn't have tested positive, he wouldn't have gotten suspended. Now, was he aware of what he was taking? That can be debated. Why? Because I wasn't. Most people, most media, they're not involved in a fighter's training camp 24/7. Sometimes they hear things that someone else says, that someone else said, and sometimes they do get the information from a member of the team. So as far as of him being aware, if he did, if he was taking some sort of substance, or if he was taking steroids, he might have known, he might have not known. Maybe it was given to him by his nutritionist or someone in his team, and he was probably lied to, or he was probably unaware of what the vitamin that he took carried. But was it a fair call for him to get suspended, and for the fight to be turned as a no contest? It was. There's been many scenarios where a fighter wins a fight, and he tests positive for steroids or etc., and the fight gets ruled a no contest. I can give you an example right now of a great fighter that maybe one of the top 10 best fighters of all time. And most people probably don't know, because they haven't looked up their history, or haven't looked up the history of the sport that deep. But James Toney, when he moved up to heavyweight and won the WBA heavyweight title, he tested positive, and although he became a world champion in his fourth weight class, the fight was ruled a no contest, and the fourth division world title name was removed from his resume. And as of today, he's recognized as a three division world champion, winning titles at middleweight, super middleweight, and cruiserweight. The heavyweight title, which was won in a fight, it's no longer under his record. The fight is there, but the numbers online, numbers speak for themselves at the end of the day. So I'm not sure why a lot of people are throwing shade at Ryan Garcia being suspended for testing positive, and the fight being turned or ruled as a no contest, if it's happened in the past to great fighters like James Toney that I just mentioned. So was it a fair call? I think it was. I think it was a fair call. Now, was Ryan aware of it? Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. It's not like the Antonio Margarito situation where he got his hands wrapped in front of him, and he was viewing what his trainer or his cutman or whoever was doing his hand wrap. He was right there seeing what gauze, what tape, etc. What object they were putting in his hand. So that's different, So when someone says, "Oh, he was aware of it," yeah, Ryan could have been aware of it, or he could have been unaware of it. Now, if it would have been a hand wrap where, let's say, he got caught, yeah, then I would say, of course, like the Margarito situation. But beyond that, I think it was a fair call. I think the rematch is gonna happen. Maybe not right away, but I think maybe within a couple years, maybe if not next year, but the following year after that, the rematch will take place. And I think it takes place at 47, at 147. So it's gonna be another massive event. I'm looking. I think it does happen. That's it for today. I wanted to leave my opinion out there in this situation because it's making a lot of noise. And I wanted to leave my opinion on Ryan testing positive, if he did test positive, if he didn't. if he knew, if he didn't know. So I wanted to put that out there. And unfortunately, on my end with my fighter, he did not get matched. So it sucks. It sucks. But that's what comes with it when it comes with these non-pre-matched events. So I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm looking to possibly get him to compete with the next couple of weeks. I know that I haven't uploaded a fight in a couple of months now. I think the last one was in March when I stepped in for two fighters that needed coaching in their corner. Beyond that, April we had a competition. Like I said earlier in this video, I had to me and the other coach that we worked together. We had to split up. He went to the event as it was a tournament, so it was gonna be a multiple day event. He went to the event, and I ended up going to the sparring sessions with the professional fighter that he works with, that I help him with. So we had to split up, so I wasn't able to make it to that fight. And then last month in May we didn't have anything going on, and in June I was hoping for something. And sometimes you gotta expect the unexpected. So that's what happens sometimes. It comes with the sport. But that's it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and put this up here. And like I said, I'm shooting to have my fighter compete in possibly July 4th. July 4th, I'm looking at having compete. I already spoke to the organizer of the event that's gonna be hosting the show. So I'm hoping that I'm able to upload another video for you guys regarding one of my fighters compete. So stay tuned for that, because it's coming your way. All right, peace out.